If you're self-employed or own a business, you know this statement is true. Everything comes and goes in spurts. You'll either be completely dead for a week or two sometimes, and then all of a sudden you need 60 employees and you've only got 10. Or like myself, I often say I need about six of me, where just everybody has a problem all at the same time. And you'll see me joke on Facebook about, consistency. Please life schedule, be consistent. I'd rather have a couple every day than, one today, 12 tomorrow, zero the next 3 days. So, but and of course, this is like 2 weeks in advance, so hopefully this little spurt has gone away. But the problem that's popped up here the last couple of weeks is batteries for laptops. And I'm going to bring this up because there's a couple of different ways to tell if your battery has gone bad. One, obviously, this is a desktop, I can't show you, but on a laptop, Windows will tell you that your battery is shot, need to replace. And this is true for external batteries. And let me give you an example of an external battery. Pull it out here. If you have an older laptop, external battery, you can take it out. And in fact, I tell a lot of people that if you have your laptop plugged in all the time sitting on a desk, take your battery out. Simply because these do go bad. They don't last forever. and I know that sounds surprising, right? It's a battery. But they don't last forever. Regular use, you could probably get 3 to 5 years out of an external battery. But if you have it plugged in all the time, and this is notorious for Windows, and I think Apple does it too, it gets down 5, 6, 7%. Older laptops is literally, it's down 1%, it charges it. Batteries have cycles. They're usually good for 100,000. And if you have your battery in your laptop, plugged in all the time, and it's an older laptop, it drops 1%, it charges it, it counts as one cycle, and you'll ruin the battery. Plus, there is also the fire hazard if you have it plugged in all the time. Lithium batteries, as we've seen a few years ago, can explode. So, yeah, if you have your laptop plugged in all the time, just take the battery out. Now, of course, there are some batteries on the newer laptops you can't take out. For example, new laptops have internal batteries. You can't take them out. In fact, if you took the battery out of these new laptops, they won't work. The battery has to be plugged in. And so this is an internal one. And the way you tell these go bad is one, hopefully Windows tells you, but if it doesn't tell you, you'll start noticing a deformation on your laptop where the mouse key is or where the touchpad is, or sometimes on the keyboard, depending upon where it's placed in the motherboard. But this bubbles. It starts developing humps. So the battery has gone bad and needs to be replaced. And if you continue to use it with a bad battery, it will eventually ruin the computer because it is an internal battery. So, but the rash that has been happening lately that I've seen is people have replaced their external battery, or we have replaced their internal battery, and usually when we have it in the shop, we check the other one. This is your coin battery. The error message that pops up on your screen, HP says it's a primary battery on older laptops, or it may say the CMOS battery. Desktops have this too. This little battery here, and generally they last about 5 years, which is funny is because they're like one of the weakest batteries around. But these batteries are common. If you feel comfortable enough to take your laptop apart and change it, by all means. But if you don't feel comfortable, call us. Here's the number down here in the bottom. Call us. Tell us you need a battery change out. We'll change it out for you. Usually it takes about 20 minutes to do it. Because most times you have to tear the laptop completely apart to get to it. I did one yesterday. And it was one of those laptops, an HP, I believe it was, or maybe it was Dell, can't remember. Client said that he'd had it for about 6 years and it had never had to change out the battery until this popped up. Well, he changed out his external battery and was still getting a battery error. And as soon as he told me what it was, I was like, yeah, that's your other battery. And that particular laptop had never been opened up to be serviced. So it took me longer to pop open that case than normally does. But generally, like I said, it takes about 20 minutes. But yeah, so yeah, you open it up. On the bottom side or on the top side of the laptop motherboard is a coin battery. Pop the old one out, put the new one in, put it back together, test it, and you're good. But yeah, they go bad. And for desktops, when they go bad, the best way to tell if the coin battery has gone bad is, one, your computer won't boot up, or it'll tell you CMOS date and time is incorrect. And you'll be able to confirm this because you should be able to still continue to boot to your desktop. And you'll look over here and you'll see on Windows 7 Vista XP, this is true, your date and time is wrong. So change your date and time, and then you'll get you can get back onto the internet at that point. Windows 10, and I believe this is also true for Windows 8, the moment it connects to your Wi-Fi, the first thing it does is goes and gets the date and time. And so on Windows 10 and Windows 8, you will not be able to tell here because Windows automatically adjusts your date and times, and then you can get onto the internet. Most times, I have seen it where it has failed. But like I said, that's how you tell if your coin battery, your primary battery on your laptop, has failed. You'll get a low voltage warning when you're booting up, or it won't boot up, or it says date time is wrong. And then when you do get into Windows, you see your date and time down here in the lower right hand corner is like last decade. So yeah, in that case, then this little thing needs to be changed. On a desktop, you just open up the side, you'll see it. It's usually right there in front of you, unless there is a video card in front of it or something else. But yeah, it's usually right there in front of you. Make sure if you're changing out batteries, make sure the computer is, 1, turned off, 2, unplugged. Because although this is only like 3 volts, it can ruin a motherboard if you do it wrong. So yeah, you just pop off the side, pop the old one out, pop the new one in, boot it up. If it gives you the CMOS date time error is incorrect, you should be able to go past it on a desktop. Once you get to Windows, and then you can go in here and change your date and time, and then that will correct it in CMOS, and you should be fine at that point. If it doesn't, give us a call. You might have another problem. And sometimes the date time circuit goes bad on a motherboard. I've got one client whose date time circuit has gone bad on their motherboard, and it's Windows 10. It goes out to the internet, grabs the time, and it's perfectly fine on, and she continues on with her regular stuff. But there are programs that you can add to your computer that will do that for older operating systems like Windows 7, Vista, XP, where the computer, as soon as it connects to the internet, the first thing it does is go over to the date time servers from around the world, grabs the date and time, and corrects it on your computer, and then you just close out of it. But yeah, this has been the problem we have been having here in the office for the last couple of weeks for people. I think I've had about 6 of them come in the last 14 days. Coin batteries, yes, they do expire. Most people are not aware that their laptops and desktops have them. They do. So, yep, like I said, if you want to do it yourself, feel free. But if you don't want to do it, or you don't feel comfortable do it, there's our phone number down here. Give us a call, schedule time you want to drop it off, and we'll take care of it for you. And like I said, it usually takes about, when we have nothing else going on in the store, it usually takes about 20 minutes. Usually we tell people about an hour just to cover our butts. But yeah, we'll open it up, change out the battery, put it back together, test it, make sure it's working, and make sure your battery is charging too. Something to note when you're buying batteries, go by make and model of your laptop, and then when you find it online, make sure that the battery number matches. We've had that happen for a couple of clients already, where they have like an HP 15, but HP 15 has like 30 different sub models and 4 different batteries. Some of them are external, some of them are internals, because they carry a model line for a while. So yeah, definitely, like I said, watch for it. Like I said, if you don't want to do it, don't feel comfortable, do it, give us a call, schedule a time to drop it off. We'll take care of it for you. If we have it in stock, great, won't take any time. And sadly, there are hundreds of different types of batteries out there for laptops. These are pretty common for desktops. Pretty much every desktop will take this one. Laptops, for the most part, on the newer ones, if it's in the last 3 years, they take this one. But if it's an older laptop, sometimes they do a different type of battery configuration. We have to order that part. If we have to order a battery, I will tell you it'll probably take a week to 10 days to get it in. Shipping delays from everywhere, and 98% of all batteries for laptops are made in China. I can order them in the U.S., and if someone's got them, great. That'll be here, in usually 3 to 5, sometimes 7. But if I got to order it direct from China, it's going to take forever to get here. Just to be aware of that. So again, like I said, battery problems seem to be what's going on with laptops lately. So ambulance, I'm going to let you go. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.